Hi, my name is Deon. I just want to thank everyone for having me here today. And I just want to minister this song to you. Leave you with this quote. Martin Luther King said that darkness can't stop darkness, only light can. Hate can't stop hate, only love can. So I hope this song ministered to you. It's a positive song called The Beauty of Life. Enjoy. Oh, beauty of life in a world full of strife, where there are less days and there's no peace at night. The only true way you can survive in this life is by shining your light, shining your light. Beauty of life in a world full of strife, where there are less days and there's no peace at night. The only true way you can survive in this life is by shining your light. Gotta shine your light. It's so amazing how the light comes shining through. Yeah, said it shines through darkness and all the wrongs we do. But if you're searching for the right way and you're trying your best to do right, oh, look towards heaven and you'll find the light. Beauty of life in a world full of strife, where there are less days and there's no peace at night. The only true way you can survive in this life is by shining your light. Oh, yeah. Beauty of life in a world full of strife, where there are less days and there's no peace at night. The only true way you can survive in this life is by shining your light. And I'm so glad trouble don't last always. Can I get a witness? 'Cause in the midst of my storms, find a way to give God the praise. Oh, and I must hold on to what I know is true. Yeah, storms of life is raging, He will bring you through. Yeah, beauty of life in a world full of strife, where there are less days and there's no peace at night. The only true way you can survive in this life is by shining your light. Oh, yeah. Beauty of life in a world full of strife, where there are less days and there's no peace at night. The only true way you can survive in this life is by shining your light. Light. Oh. Dark world, y'all. We need to shine our lights. There's so much negativity going on, but we gotta be positive, 'cause it's the beauty of life. Oh, yeah. Gotta shine your light. Oh, yeah. God bless you. You pray for me, and I pray for you. Be strong. Be encouraged.
That was awesome. That was awesome. All right. That was Deon, and we're going to hear more from him in just a little while. But that was great, Deon. Did you write that? The music, too? Oh, that was beautiful. All right. Beauty of life. That's what it's called. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And it goes right along with our topic today. Welcome to the Lady T Show. I'm your host, Lady T. And of course, again, that was Deon. We're going to hear more from him a little later on. But our topic today is graduation. Now what? And we have our panelists today that are going to talk to some of you young people out there and some adults as well. Now, I want to just throw this in there. If you miss any episode of the Lady T Show, we are in the process of uploading the episodes to YouTube, and we've done a few, so we have quite a few to go through. But we want you to check us out on YouTube. You can find us and watch those episodes again. The $25 gift card, Visa card, actually, we're giving that away. I love to bless somebody out there. So we're going to give you an opportunity to win that $25 Visa card at some point in the show today. So let's hop right into this discussion, because we know this is a hot time with graduation just happening and still some people graduating. So to my left, to your right, you will find Dexter Cofield, Latanji Knight, and James Bullock Jr., some of Eastern North Carolina's most educated individuals. So they're going to talk to you today. And first, I want to just welcome you all. Welcome, and thank you for taking time out. They look so professional, don't they? Taking time out to come and speak to the audience, my viewing audience, about graduation and the choices that they make. So let me know what you all's area of expertise is in, first of all.
Okay. Once again, thank you for being here. I am a nationally certified phlebotomist right now. I work, that's like a person for that. People don't know that's a person that works in a lab that draws blood and does urine samples and stuff like that.
Okay. And you know, usually when people say, because I've been in phlebotomy a little while, but when people say phlebotomist, they're like, is that the brain? You work on the brain? But it's phlebotomy. So
that's right.
And that's a skill you have to develop.
Oh yeah, you definitely have to develop that skill. It is not something you can just jump in and do. Each and every patient is a different task.
Right. Wonderful. And Latanji Knight?
Yes, I'm a public health educator, and I work with the injury prevention department, and I educate people about different types of health problems and health disparities that go on in their life, and also nutrition and other health-related topics.
Wow, awesome. And cool. James Bullock Jr.
I am James Bullock, and I am a professional educator. I am also the owner of Greater Heights Educational Outreach, which is a supplemental educational center.
Wow, it sounds also like they did a lot. That's what it sounds like. And they did. You have to sacrifice to get what you want, and that's what they're here to talk to you about today. So my first question is, we have so many graduates. People have graduated from college, adults, young people. We've had high school graduations. Once they graduate, what should they do?
That's a good question. Once you graduate, I definitely think that you need to really focus on something that you're passionate about. I've always heard people say that if you are passionate and if you really love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And I definitely believe that's true.
Wow. I like that. So focus. So you out there that are listening, we want you to take notes. And Lee is going to put my email address on the screen, ladytshow@gmail.com. That's ladytshow@gmail.com, because we want to connect with you. And then if you need to connect with them, you know, they're here to help you. My show is a platform to help you all out there in the viewing audience. But I like what he just said. He said, find something that you're passionate
you really
about.
love, that you're passionate about.
Right. Nobody wants to get up and go to a job they don't enjoy.
Exactly.
Every single day. Nobody wants to do that. So did you want to add to that?
I would like to say that they should set goals.
Okay.
Goals is very important to set. When you graduate, it's important to know 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, what you want to do in life, what you want your career to be. And that's one thing that I did when I graduated from high school. I thought about, okay, so what's next? Next 3 years, where do I want to be?
Exactly.
The next 10 years, where I want to be.
Wow.
And I think that's also important too, because as you grow in your career and you graduate from college, then your employees want to know, employer want to know, what's your next steps? What are you going to do?
And that is one of the questions they ask when you interview. Where do you see yourself
Right.
5 years from now, 10 years from now? So did you decide to get right into phlebotomy out of high school?
Well, see, I know from them, my case was a little bit different. I for years was doing like a lot of young people do. I was lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't have any goals in mind. I didn't have any path particularly that I wanted to take. I got caught up in a bunch of bad decision making, getting caught up in the wrong situations until I finally got to a place where I got in a place that got the right teaching and training that showed me the importance of having goals and getting the right proper education to do what you want to do to be successful in your life personally and for your family as well.
That's awesome. And I'm glad he's here because, I mean, we all have to face the fact not everybody leaves high school
That's
and they
right.
go to college and they graduate and everything is just like tick-tock, you know, just like clockwork. So like he said, you know, at first he was a little lost. You know, what do I do? You get caught up with the wrong people, you make the wrong decisions, but you got back on track.
That's right.
Right? Got
That's
back
right.
on track. So we're going to talk about who was instrumental in your life and helping you to get back on track. So that is very important. Now, would you all have done something different?
I definitely would. I would have done things differently. I followed my passion. I went into education, and a large part of that was the help and the guidance that my mentor gave me. I was fortunate enough at the age of 8 years old to meet Apostle Emma Speaker Dickens, and she became my pastor and my mentor, and she guided me throughout those years. Now, I come from a different background as opposed to Dexter. I was not your A+ student. I was not the one who was really good in school. I was in trouble. From time to time, I was not a good reader. I didn't like books. I didn't like reading. But for me, it was a given that I would graduate and go to college because my mentor began to rebuild a lot of the stuff that was torn down. So when Apostle Dickens began to minister into my life, she instilled in me what I put in you, you turn around and give back to your community. So upon completing my education, I came home. After having experiences and traveling to different countries and being able to experience and explore everything that I wanted to do, God allowed me to come back to the same school I graduated from, Princeville Elementary, the same school she once worked at where she was a student, and it was just like a complete circle.
Wow.
She had laid tracks and opened doors, and I was able to flow in that same vein.
Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome to come back. And that should be our main focus, is to come back and give back.
That's right.
You know, some people, they leave, they go away to college, they get these big jobs and make all the money, and then they forget where they came from. So that's the idea. You want to come back and give back, right?
Right. That's right. Exactly.
Now, is there any instance when you would not recommend someone to go to college?
That's a good point. As a lot of people say, everyone isn't ready for college, and there's different tracks that students out there can take. One thing is you can go to community college.
Right.
There's trade school. There's
Exactly.
Army. There's so many different paths that students can go once they graduate. But it's important to know what your path is. Some students I've spoken with, I've also have helped and mentored some students as they go on in their path, and some just go off too soon, or they may go to a four-year university when they really need to go back and stay at a two-year university
Right.
and try to get that education, and then later on transition to a four-year university. So it really depends on that person, and to have spiritual guidance from a leader,
Very
as
important.
James had said, is very important. The
Wow.
spiritual guidance and being saved is very important
Very
too,
important.
because for all of us on this panel, we could do none of what we've done without God.
That's
And
true.
that's
That's
what's
it.
so important.
That is true.
And having that leadership, having strong leadership that can guide you. Apostle Emma Dickens, she is a great leader, a great teacher, and she mentors her members and the young people, and she has a passion for that. So we can go to her for guidance, and
Wow.
that's good to have. Every church isn't like that, when you can have a leader that's so strong that you can go
Exactly.
to get that guidance.
Exactly. That is awesome.
Now, to go off of that same point, when I first graduated from high school, I went off to a traditional four-year university. Just to talk on that point, I went to a four-year university. I was nowhere near ready, mature-wise and mentally wise. I went
Wow.
there, instead of like a lot of young people do now, I got educated in all the wrong things. So I was doing more other stuff than going to class and all that.
Wow.
So it makes a big difference, your maturity
That's it.
level, your mindset at the time. I mean, each individual case is different, but if you don't have the maturity level, it's much more better for you to stay and go to a 2-year college or a
Right.
community college instead of going to a 4-year university with all the temptations and the traps and get messed up and come back educated in the wrong things.
Wow.
That's what happened to me personally. And I came back worse off than I had when I
Wow.
left. And it took me a while to recover from that.
Wow, that's a good point. If you're not ready to
Right.
go away, to college, you should stay. And we've got some 4-year colleges and universities right around town, but they're on a different scale than a community college. When you say community college, it allows you to get more mature instead of going to a 4-year university where you just have to be at a certain level before you go off, a certain level of maturity. And of course, as she spoke about, you have to have a relationship with God, especially if you're not strong enough, if you're not focused. You don't want to waste money, waste time, go away, and before you know it, you got to come right back. So we're here to tell you what not to do, and what you should do, and the mistakes you should not make. So you all are speaking about one person, the mentor, your mentor, and it's obvious that she was very instrumental in the decisions that you made.
Yes.
Very instrumental, and that's important for you to hook up with somebody that's going to help guide you and lead you on the right path. You don't want to be listening to somebody in your ear that's talking negative and not good for you, but you want to hook up with somebody, and this is a spiritual mother. This is a pastor, and she has definitely poured into each one of you to lead you and guide you. So that's wonderful, and we give our kudos to Apostle Emma Speaker Dickens, and who is my pastor as well, in case you haven't figured it out. So we love you, and we're thankful for her pouring into you and just helping to lead and guide you. Now, we have young people that are not focused in high school, and you said which I didn't know that. You said you didn't make good grades.
No,
Well, you
I mean, my grades were okay. I was what you consider the average student. I was never the student that was always promoted on top or your A+ student. I didn't stay on stage a lot for a lot of awards. And when I gave God my life, even at the early age of 8 years old, I had been through some stuff. And growing up in the church does not protect you from trials and tribulations. And so it was the teaching and the foundational knowledge that allowed me to get myself together to survive. Because really what's next, as we're talking about with this show, what's next after high school, what's next after college is coming out sane, really, because you want to go in better and you want to leave better than the way you went in, and so my pastor instilled in us, when you go, you're going to go with Jesus and you're coming out with Jesus. We have so many people who take off and they struggle in high school, they get to school and they don't have the educational foundation to soar in the academic setting. So what they end up doing is being pushed aside, dealing with emotional issues, having to deal with being lost, and your whole life hits you. Life happens to you financially. You've got to deal with bills and financial situations. You've got a roommate if you live on campus. So it's a lot going on thrown up in there. And for me, it was always good because I could get in my car and come back home. No matter what happened Monday through Friday, I could reset on Sunday because I knew that the Word of God was going to be there. And I had to hide it in my heart so that when I got to where I was going, I could make it back home. A lot of people don't survive the spiritual side of being away in such a dangerous territory. And we're not speaking against colleges. Colleges are good. It's a great institution. But no matter where you go, whether you sign up for a university or community college, life itself will teach you.
Life itself will teach you. And it's all in what you learn from it, what you get out of it. Are you going to let it keep you down, or are you going to get back up? Even if you went away and you messed up, don't come back and say, well, I'm done. I'm through. I'm not going to try anymore. Just like Dexter was saying, get back up and try again. Keep on trying. So we're out of time, but I wish we could just keep on talking. But I hope that you got something out of what they said. And as they said, you have to find something that you're passionate about. Not only that, but set goals. You have to set goals for yourself and think about what you want to do and just keep right on trying. And most of all, if you don't have a relationship with God, that's the most important thing. You've got to get a relationship with Him. Thank you so much, you guys. Is there any last words you want to add? Anything you want to add to what we've said so far?
The only thing I would say to people out there is don't settle for the situation that you're in now. It might seem a certain way now. Don't give up, like Lady T was just saying. Keep having goals. Keep striving to do better, especially people in our community, young people. I don't care if you're messed up. I don't care if you're on drugs, alcohol, whatever it is now. You can make a change in your life through God, through a good pastor like our Apostle Emma Speaker Dickens. Get into a church home. Do something better with your life. It's never too late.
Never too late. All right.
I agree with that.
Totally agree. And for all of those that are watching, the television audience, come see us. We're located right in the heart of Scotland Neck, North Carolina, at Kingdom Empowerment Ministries. If you need information, go to our website, www.kiminc.org. There's information about our beautiful pastor right there on the website. You can even tune into some of her sermons and just download some information about her and listen to a real word. We are all products of her labor, her hard work, and everything that she's poured into us. And parents, if you're looking for someone that's going to take up time with your children, you need to come visit us at Kingdom Empowerment Ministries. This woman of God has established an awesome youth ministry. We call it UWAP, United with Anointed Purpose. And we are so excited about what God is doing in our lives through this woman of God. And we know that there is help for you out there. Help is here. So if you know that your children are struggling, we have teachers in the midst of the ministry at that church. We have a youth biblical studies that breaks information and things of that nature down. We want you to grab hold to what has been birthed in Scotland Neck, Greenville, Williamston, and come visit us.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much. This is awesome. This is wonderful. And God has no favorites. If he did it for them, he can do it for you too.
That's right, man.
And we want to give you a chance now to win that $25 Visa card. I want to restrict this to just our graduates, if you don't mind. Or if you have a child or a young person that graduated. My father's 60 years old. He graduated, which I think is awesome.
That's right.
Daddy, you can call in too. So we're giving away this $25 Visa card. The number is 252 567-8331. 252-567-8331. We're looking for caller number 7. 252-567-8331. 252-567-8331. One more time. 252-567-8331. Get that number that's on your screen. Hurry, hurry. We're looking for caller number 7. It's a $25 Visa card. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, and we're going to hear some more from Deon. Kingdom of heaven suffereth violence.
Anything the devil throw at me,
Are you ready?
I shall bounce back from it.
Apostle Emma Speaker Dickens and the Kingdom Empowerment Ministries Incorporated family invites you to become a part of Kingdom Empowerment today. Kingdom Empowerment will bring out the ministry in you. Several locations to serve you. 252-826-5029 or visit us on the web, kiminc.org. This is not a test. This is an actual emergency.
I know that you love us in spite of everything. And you're worthy. You died upon the cross so this world might not be lost. Even though you already knew that most of us would reject you.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and it has been awesome. This has been an awesome time, and what we want to do now is we want to focus on Deon as soon as we can get our angles right here. I'm in the studio somewhere. It's like, where's Waldo? Where can you find me? Okay, here I am. So what we want to do now is we want to turn our attention to Deon, and he's going to minister to you. I want to thank all of you for joining me, and don't forget to email me at ladytshow@gmail.com. I want to thank Aunt Brenda, Aunt Elfa May, Mr. Bibbins, James Dixon. I know you're watching. Also, the Kim family, along with Apostle Emma Speaker Dickens. Thank you so much for your support. And as my pastor says, the choices you make will determine the life that you live. So think about the choices that you make before you make them. Hope to see you tomorrow at BET at the Hilton in Greenville, North Carolina, 7:30 p.m. sharp. We'll get that winner to you during the next show. That's going to be on second Sunday. Again, ladytshow@gmail.com. That's how you can contact me. Let's hear now from Deon.
I'd like to thank this program today. I'd like to thank the topic today about perseverance, and God does has a destiny for you. Hope this song ministers to your heart. I feel like going on. I feel like going on, going on. Though the trials, they come on every hand, I feel like going on. Is that all right? Let's sing it one more time. I feel like going on. I feel like going on, going on. Though the trials, they come on every hand, I feel like going on. Let this song be inspirational to you. Walk in the light, beautiful light. Come by the dewdrops of mercy, shine bright. Shine all around us by day and by night. Oh, Jesus, the light of the world. Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, walk in the light, beautiful light. Come by the dewdrops of mercy, shine bright. Shine all around us by day and by night. Jesus, the light of the world.
Come to Jeff's Furniture for the best prices and quality around, like the new Catnapper recliners with lay-flat sleep easy technology. Our complete bedroom sets, including a headboard with frame, dresser, mirror, nightstand, and chest, are just $469. We have mattress sets in any size